Well, guys, me and Mr. Wink from Third Core Sports TV, we made a killer video. It is going to be uploaded tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. He brings it as always. He was fire. His insight, I think, is one of the best, out of the Texans YouTubers. So be on the lookout for that. But what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go, week by week, weeks 1 through 17, and just really talk about the schedule. I'm going to kind of go more in depth on it if that is okay with you guys. So we're going to start off with week 1 at Arrowhead against the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, to me and Mr. Kennedy, we talked about it before, and I think that this is just an all-out personal game. I think that Deshaun is going to see Patrick Mahomes get that ring, and say, that should have been me, because if we're being honest, we were up 24-0 on those guys. We should have absolutely won that game. We should have gone for it on 4th and 1. We shouldn't have done that horrible fake punt. But hey, I think that is a game that the Houston Texans really take personal and really ball out. And and you could kind of catch them slipping. It is week 1. They do have that Super Bowl hangover. That is a game that I'm gonna say that the Houston Texans do win. All right, I'm gonna give that a W. Now let's go with the Baltimore Ravens. You're going against the MVP last season, and it's at home. One thing you do is that you do have an extra couple days to prepare. But this is the Baltimore Ravens, man. They got Patrick Queen, they got J.K. Dobbins. I think that is an L at home. So. I'm putting an L right there at the Ravens, and then if there's a trend with the Houston Texans, right, is that they win big games and then they have just a horrible loss there. Now at the Steelers, that is something that is interesting, right? Because they have one of the best defenses in the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers do, and Big Ben is coming back from injury. And if you know anything about football, you know that in 2018, Big Ben threw for 5,000 yards. But that is a game that I could honestly see the Houston Texans winning. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. If the Houston Texans in the first 2 games, the Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers, and they go off 2-1, that is a very huge thing for the Houston Texans, right? Because you're like, because normally the Houston Texans start off slow. 1-2 last season. 0-3 the season before. I'm preaching 10-6. Anything over, 10-6, anything over, I think is a very good season, because I think this is a hard schedule. Moving on to week 4, it doesn't get any easier. But the Minnesota Vikings at home. Now, I am a huge fan of Kirk Cousins. Since that You Like That came out. Don Capers is there. Kubiak is there. That will be a very fun game to have Dalvin Cook, but we're going to see how they adjust without Stephon Diggs. They do not have him no more. So, and Adam Thielen is now going to require the number, he's not going to get the number 1 corner. I'm going to chalk that up as a W, right? So we're 3-1, and next we're going on to week 5, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, that right there should automatically be a W, because the Jacksonville Jaguars are absolute trash. I'm just shooting straight with you guys. I think that, that's, you're blowing them out. You're 4-1. You're thinking that, man, this Houston Texans team is different. At Tennessee, I think you're going to split with Tennessee. I think you lose to them at home. I think you lose to them, at their place, and I think you beat them here, So I have us right there. Right now, we're at 4-2, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if my grandma was watching, but she was watching when I made a 2-minute video. Momo, I love you. Now, moving on, we face the Packers at home. Now, the Packers is interesting, and Cody brought it up last video, that anybody who's going against Aaron Rodgers is just going to absolutely, fear for their lives. And, the last time Aaron Rodgers was in Houston, the man threw for 6 touchdowns. something that he never did before. He threw 6 touchdowns. You know, I'm a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. I think that could definitely be an L for your Houston Texans. Now we're sitting at 4-3. We're at the bye now, and I think that if you come out of these first 7 games 4-3, you know, you're looking very good if you're the Houston Texans, right? Because it's gonna get easier, man. You know, now after the bye, you're going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville Jaguars, like I said, are absolutely trash. They don't know what they're doing at quarterback. You know, is Gardner Minshew the guy? I absolutely have no idea if he is, if he's not. But, you know, that should definitely be something that you come out the bye, you get a win. Now you're looking at 5-3. You know, also just want a quick, thank you guys on this live. You know, I know, I don't know how to say your name, bro, but I know you are always watching Pasax. I hope I said that right. I hope I did. Now, you know, going on at the Browns. Now I'm not scared of Baker Mayfield. I've said it before. I think Baker Mayfield isn't a very good quarterback. You know, he had a horrible, season last year. You know, I think that is a game that you could absolutely win if you're the Houston Texans. Now you're looking at 6-3. And, you know, and then the Houston Texans always have that one game where they just blow it because they're the Houston Texans. Last season, it was the Broncos. The season before, it was the Eagles, I believe, you know, when you had a huge win and they ended up coming back. I think the game against the Patriots is a game where we could see the Houston Texans losing. You know, and now we're looking at 6-4. You know, then you go on Thanksgiving to Detroit. I think that is a win. You know, I've never believed in Matt. I'm not sure if Matthew Stafford even is there. I could be definitely wrong, but I've never been a fan of Detroit. We're looking at 7-4 right now. Now moving on, we're home against the Colts. Now, I don't have any faith in Phillip Rivers. Yes, he's going to have a better offensive line, but some of the interceptions that he threw last year, he was just chunking them up and saying a prayer. And, you know, also this is his first year, you know, with Indy. This is his first year in a cold environment. I know they play inside the stadium, but it's still a very cold place. You know, I think you could definitely win that game. And now you're looking at 8-4 if you're the Houston Texans at the Bears. Now this is something that, you know, this is something in December at Chicago, a horrible place to play at. You know, I think that could be a very, very hard fought game, but I think that is a game that you could definitely win because we don't know who the quarterback is going to be yet. You know, I don't know if you believe in Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell Trubisky is not good whatsoever. Nick Foles, who knows what he's going to do there. One thing's for sure is that defense is absolutely just legit. You know, you could definitely win with against the Bears. And then, you know, going on to Indy, like I said, that is a game that you could definitely win at all. You know, the one game that you could possibly lose is the game against, you know, the Titans, because you're not the Titans. I'm sorry, the Bengals. You know, that game could be a trap game. Last year against rookie quarterbacks, we were pretty much non-existent. You know, Kyle Allen beat us, Drew Lock beat us, and you know, I'm a huge fan of Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow is going to be an absolute stud, you know, for the Cincinnati Bengals. But overall, guys, I really have the Texans going 11-5. You know, and that's just me being, you know, a little bit biased because, yes, they are my home team. But, you know, worst case scenario, we're 9-7. I think the first 7 weeks is absolutely huge. My father doesn't think so, you know, but this is a very, very hard 7 games. You know, the Chiefs, Ravens, Steelers, Vikings, Jags, Titans, Packers. Pretty much 6 of those 7 teams were playoff contending teams. So if the Texans go 11-5, I think that is a huge win for O'Brien. He's getting a bunch of scrutiny this season for, giving away D-Hop, getting David Johnson, overpaying for Randall Cobb, getting all these free agents trading for Brandon Cooks. But I'm super excited for this season, guys. Thank you for everybody who was watching. This is I just got this new platform for streaming. I'm going to be doing stuff like this. I might be doing some Madden gameplays. I'll let you know. But as always, guys, how I finish these videos is go Texans. You guys have a blessed day.